Welcome to the Journey of Transformation with I Am Serenity Healing Center podcast. Today we are talking with Stephany Suarez. Stephany is certified face yoga coach, energetic facelift facilitator, and this is what she says about herself. My journey began after a breakup, a moment so raw I could barely look at myself in a mirror. But through that pain, I found my power. I started practicing mirror work, slowly rebuilding my self-love from the inside out. That's when I discovered face yoga, gentle yet powerful ritual that awakened my feminine energy and helped me reconnect with softness, beauty, and wholeness. Today I guide other women through the same path to come home to themselves, to heal and to glow and bloom within.
Hello and welcome at our journey of transformation at I Am Serenity Healing Center. Today I'm here with Stephany Bloom. I really love your last name. That's your last name, right? Bloom.
No, actually,
No.
everyone thinks that. Everybody thinks of that. My
What's
last
the story?
yeah. Bloom, holistic beauty and wellness. It came to my mind, um, looking to really share that energy of nurturing, like nurturing energy,
Mhm.
connected to the earth.
Mhm.
So, and connected to fairies, actually.
Ah,
Yes.
very nice. I love fairies.
Yeah, me too. And so I just feel it bloom, like
Mhm.
not blooming, not anything else. And it's very curious because I know for a fact that there is a couple of other businesses that the name is Bloom, but they are
Uh-huh.
about flower. And mine is not specifically about flower. It's different, right? It's more about holistic beauty and wellness.
It's about you blooming from inside out.
Correct. You got it. Exactly. The best way to describe it. Yes. Mhm.
I recently joined your event, and
Uh-huh.
although it was in Spanish mostly, I had some help with some stuff in translation. But I have to say, even though it was in Spanish, I grasped a lot of it on my own, and I was surprised that I could understand. But I figure this is like the energetic expression of who you are. And that was very easy to catch watching you moving these ladies through this guided meditation. By the way, there was face yoga, everyone.
Uh-huh.
Um, and telling them how to move through and what's next. It was in really like loving way towards yourself.
Mhm.
So, why don't you tell us how you got to that point?
Wow, thank you, Loretta. First of all, to give me this space to share about myself, about Bloom, and to honor my creations. So okay, the first I started after a breakup. When I have a breakup um with somebody that I had a long relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a moment after that breakup when I cannot see myself at the mirror looking
Mm-hmm.
through like literally loving eyes, right?
Mm-hmm.
All the things that I can see was sadness, guilt, a lot of guilt, very
Mm-hmm.
guilty. I feel about myself. I feel bad, like very, very bad. So I decided to start showing up for myself, looking into the mirror and telling myself, even in that moment, it wasn't true, like what I
Mm-hmm.
was like saying. Uh, I was just doing like that transformation in my mind, right? And then day after day,
Mm-hmm.
I really mean it. And
Mm-hmm.
the good thing it was that it not only changed what I was saying. It's like the feelings and the emotions also
Mm-hmm.
change, right? And later, couple of months later, I discovered I had alopecia. So I was losing my hair, which
Oh.
I think that your hair means strength. You are losing your strength. And I
Mm-hmm.
was like, I went to the
Like
doctor.
Samson, right?
Yes,
Samson and Delilah, she cut his hair and he lost his strength. Yeah.
strength, exactly. So I was in I you know the thing that you do when you have this kind of stuff is go to traditional medicine, right? I went to
Mm-hmm.
doctor, dermatologist, and she said, okay, we can give you something, but we cannot guarantee that your hair is gonna grow up again. And I was like, no, there's no way. I will not lose all my hair, right?
Mm-hmm.
In that moment, I jumping into meditation and
Mm-hmm.
then face yoga, right?
Mm-hmm.
So while I was practicing, I
Mm-hmm.
believe that my frequency get
Mm-hmm.
high and then my hair start to grow again.
Uh-huh.
So I feel more comfortable with my body, with myself. I start losing judgment. I can now, right now, I can see myself and everything that I say to myself in the mirror is something that I mean it. And
Mm-hmm.
also, it changed my perspective of what beauty means. Because, we grow up in a society that tell us like if the only way that you can consider as a beautiful person is like if you are 90, 60, 90, and you have a perfect body, and if you are a Latina you have to have a big butt and stuff like that, right?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So I changed that. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I changed that and you start seeing as myself as beauty. And now I can consider everybody, like everybody is literally beautiful. And also your face and anything in your body is amazing, and start seeing
Mm-hmm.
beauty, other stuff as well in other areas in my life. And that's how I implement these three things, and then
Mm-hmm.
I create, I will say, is my own kind of method of face yoga.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I took the certification, they just teach you like pretty much the movements and
Mm-hmm.
everything you need to know about the acupuncture and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like your face. But now I believe that I create my own method where
Mm-hmm.
not only transform our faces from the physical, yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
physical body, right? We transform ourselves as well as in the emotional way
Yeah.
and energetic way too. So
So you
that's
add the intention and a self-love.
exactly self-love.
Yes, the
Correct.
deep, deep connection. I remember us talking about the mirror because we did have mirrors in your
Yes.
workshop,
Yes.
and you and I both were looking prior this
Yes.
into Louise Hay mirror work. I
Yes.
remember hating the first time, not hating, but kind of thinking that it's kind of silly standing in front of the mirror and telling yourself, I love you. I
Yes.
keep going over and over. First time I experienced that was in my aromatherapy retreat, which was a few retreats. And I felt silly. I said that, but there was no meaning in it.
Yes.
If I meant anything is, oops, I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
But through many years, and I took unfortunately a lot more time than you did to get to the point where I could look at myself and say that I do love myself, regardless of what's happening. I may not feel the same every day, but I can say I respect myself for the journey that I went through. So my
Mm-hmm.
question to you is, what was the first thing that came to you as a positive sentence, word, or anything when you look at yourself in the mirror? What was the first thing?
Um, I think the first thing that I realized, thank you for a question. I in that moment, I remember exactly the moment that I was sit down and looking myself into the mirror, and in that moment, I was wor I was I was wearing a dress and no, a short and a blouse, and then um I was practicing the self mirror, and
Mm-hmm.
then I remember when I was a kid. That was the first thing. Like, I remember when I was a kid,
Mm-hmm.
and as a kid, I was telling myself, like, you are not as beautiful as the other kids. And I
Mm-hmm.
started crying, like
Mm-hmm.
literally crying. Um, but in that moment, I also choose to release that. Like, like that what I
Let
really
go of that. Mm-hmm.
exactly like that day is gonna be the last day that I tell that to myself. So
Mm-hmm.
in that moment, I was crying and releasing. And then I remember me as an adult telling to that kid, you are beautiful. You
Mm-hmm.
are beautiful. It's the only thing that I
Isn't
remember.
it powerful?
Yes, it was
Very. Mm-hmm.
very powerful because all the scars were made when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like since I was a kid, I was telling myself that you are not as somebody else. Always
Mm-hmm.
comparing myself, right? Instead of
Mm-hmm.
looking what is the beautiful in me, I was looking outside. And then I remember telling my kid, my 5, 6 year old,
Mm-hmm.
telling you are beautiful and unique. That is the key word. Unique.
Mm-hmm.
Because as flowers, like flowers, we're like
Mm-hmm.
flowers. Everybody, every woman, every man are
Mm-hmm.
different. And the flowers are different.
Yes,
And each one
exactly.
are beautiful.
That's really beautiful way to put it. Thank you.
Yes.
This is very, very powerful. I feel like most of us women, we go through this price tag on ourselves that it's actually being put on us through the experiences. And we feel like people are looking at us this or the other way. And that determines how much value we have until we get to the point where we actually see the true self and we recognize the work we do. We
Yes.
recognize the beauty in uniqueness that
Mm-hmm.
we are, and that was the moment for me also. This is really powerful. So now let's turn to your Bloom business.
Uh-huh.
How this how was this born?
Wow. Okay. I decided when I start my face yoga certification,
Mm-hmm.
I was looking the videos and I started using that tools into my face and I
Mm-hmm.
love it. I mean, of course I love it like the physical change, right? But in
Mm-hmm.
my personal case, my personal experience is like
Mm-hmm.
I normally because in that moment I was not working, I
Mm-hmm.
can and tell in that moment I was not working, but I was more helping in my house in the house activities, right? So
Mm-hmm.
the only time that I had to dedicate myself to study, it was like in the afternoons, right? More
Mm-hmm.
than the mornings in the afternoons. So I took it that as a break, right? So to really have like 5, 6, 7 minutes to release all the energy, to have my
Mm-hmm.
moment of relaxation. So for me, I discovered that face yoga can bring me that meditation moment to be present in the present moment, to feel relaxation, but as well,
Mm-hmm.
it brings me this feminine energy that I was craving so bad because
Mm-hmm.
even when I was
Hello, Latinas. We're very
yes.
feminine. Very feminine.
Exactly. It was weird because I discovered that even when I was supposedly being a wife, on the wife role, like
Mm-hmm.
you are the women,
Mm-hmm.
all my energy was more masculine. My
Mm-hmm.
masculine energy was higher. So face yoga literally helped me to move or remove a little or balance the
Mm-hmm.
masculine energy and start being
Mm-hmm.
more soft, more delicate, more aware of what my body was
Mm-hmm.
telling me to slow down.
What did we say in Spanish? What did you call it?
Like what? The
You were saying very gentle in Spanish.
suave. Suave.
Suave, yes. Very
Exactly. Yes.
suave. You got a despacito and you got a suave, right?
Despacito and suave. Yes,
Yeah.
you say it right. Like you do the face yoga movement suave
Yes.
and despacito. Yes.
Yes.
So
Very loving way.
yeah, that's why I fell in love with the practice. Like, it helps me to really connect with that feminine side that I was forget about it.
Hmm.
And that's why I decided, okay, I noticed that pretty much um more of the women's we have that or
Hmm.
masculine energy goes up.
Yes.
Since we are in a in a world or in a reality where you
Hmm.
work or even if you're at home, like stay at
Yes.
home, uh basically you are always like, I need to do this multitasking, I love
Yes.
to do list stuff like that. So I was noticing that, and pretty much that's when I decided to start this to share this feminine
Hmm.
energy or into the women's.
Hmm.
And then I started. I remember one of my friends. She has a place, and then for Valentine's, she told
Hmm.
me like, "Hey, I'm thinking to do something different, and I know you are doing this face yoga. Would you like to
Hmm.
do like a workshop or something like that for Valentine's?" And I was like, "We did a Valentine's, right?"
Uh-huh.
And I was like, yeah, of course. And then, like a couple of months later, we had this Valentine's, and then I gave my first workshop, and they love it. Everyone was like, "What is that? You like what is
Uh-huh.
this?"
My baby.
Yes, I
It's
was
a
like,
bloom baby.
"It's a bloom, baby." And then it has been now it's gonna bloom is gonna be 1.5 year, and I'm loving.
Congratulations. You did so beautifully in that workshop. Like I said, it's all in Spanish. My second language, first language is Polish, second
Yes.
is English. Spanish, I just kind of licked through the factory when I was working with Hispanic speaking people. So, but it was, enough for me to understand most of it. But I so appreciated your energy and the way you were like walking with grace. That microphone felt like it's your life. You are in your zone. This is your thing, and you just bloomed. It
Yes.
was it was really, it took me really, really deep watching you and your story, and I understood a little bit. That's why
Mhm.
I wanted you to come in and say what you were talking about in English so we can share with more people, with more women who are looking for ways of self-care,
Mhm.
right? Because this is self-care. I understand this is your like daily practice now.
Yes.
You do this, 10 minutes a day, evening
Mhm.
or morning?
Well, I do normally try to do it in the morning, but sometimes, for example, if you cannot sleep, in my case, sometimes I am like, "Ugh, I
Mhm.
need to go to sleep." I start doing my face yoga just in my bed. So sometimes I do it twice.
That's so cool. I want to share something because I have a really profound experience when it comes to face massage.
Uh-huh.
I've met a lady here in Bridgeland one day while walking on my walking path. It's amazing how many people you can meet. Very nice people.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, through her dog, and she's a esthetician. She asked me to be her
Model?
model, I guess.
Uh-huh.
She was
Uh-huh.
practicing on me while she was learning one of the techniques, and it was vocal massage.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So while she was working on my face, the things, the emotional things were showing up for me. And I was telling her, oh, now I see this, I feel this comes up, this thought. And we were both like in awe how much tension we are hiding in the muscles of our face.
Yes.
And I'm sure you know that any emotions we are going through, and if they are not released, they are staying within our physical body. This, what you were showing, this is at home on your own for yourself. You can take care of yourself, part of a self-care, and really, really, really profound way of not just keeping your face lifted
Mhm.
and bright, but
Yes.
also keeping your heart warm
Yeah.
and I guess your personality shining, because when you feel good, you just like that blooming flower for others. It's like I said, for me, it was a very, very, very unique experience. I did not expect that from face yoga. I didn't have makeup. I came in regular clothes and I see everybody looking like hot mamas. But it was a very, very cool experience. So, do you have any affirmations or any positive thoughts that you are using constantly or from time to time, or you change them while you are doing your gua sha yoga or face yoga?
Yeah, I mean, thank you. Thank you for asking. Yes, I do have a couple that I do not change, and then sometimes I add more, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the ones that I always have when I'm doing, for example, every time that I do have my washa,
Mm-hmm.
I, I really believe that you can talk with everything because everything is energy. So
Yes.
I always try to put this intention and I say remove everything that my body or my face does not require. So
Oh,
then, yes,
marvelous. And it's a rose quartz, I believe, the gua sha.
yes, the wash.
Ah, loving energy. Yes, absolutely.
Exactly. That is true. So rose quartz for that. So you are putting that energy, that
Yes.
intention. So I believe the washa or even your hands, if you're only using your hands,
Mm-hmm.
gonna help you to make that thing happen. And
Mm-hmm.
the first thing. And the second one is um I tell to myself, like, even that I do not hear my body, because sometimes we don't hear our bodies, we just
Mm-hmm.
try to control our bodies. I love myself
Mm-hmm.
and I accept myself, like,
Mm-hmm.
being vulnerable to say, okay, I am not perfect and sometimes I know I don't listen to you, but I love you and I respect you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I say.
That's important. I believe in that. I believe in intention and in talking to your body. And
Mhm.
I'll say why. Because I always talk to my hair.
I love that.
And I always said, I loved putting fingers into my hair. And I said,
Mhm.
oh, that feels so good. You're so beautiful. I
Mhm.
did. When you give love, you
Mhm.
receive love back. And
Ex-
the way your body is loving you is showing up the way you want it to. Our bodies will show us how and which direction to go. So I totally believe in an intention. So what's next for the Bloom business?
Okay, what is next? Well, next we have a couple of events during this.
Okay.
I have a couple of events that I discovered as well that I like to partner with people that are always doing more holistic beauty things, not necessarily about like just face and facials and stuff like that. No, partnering with people that they do eating, like
Mm-hmm.
they use this intuitive eating with a hairstylist and with everyone that is more into the holistic approach of beauty. You follow your body
Uh-huh.
intuition to eat. So don't
Oh, okay.
necessarily need to follow like a specific diet or stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You pretty much hear your body, like what would your body would like to eat, when,
Mm-hmm.
especially when, and some
Mm-hmm.
body is not craving exactly for the food, but it's craving maybe for the smell
Mm-hmm.
smell of it. So
Yes. Yeah.
pretty much to really create a better communication with your body about.
Mm-hmm. I read not that long ago Body Whisper or something in that
Yeah,
area.
something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have another event coming in with a hairstylist?
Mm-hmm.
is gonna do, because she uses like pretty much all the products are like natural products on her
Mm-hmm.
studio. So we're gonna do a curl. She's gonna show us how to do a curls in your
Ah,
in your hair, and while we put a natural skin face mask.
oh,
So
okay.
we're gonna do kind of a spa night.
Oh, very nice. I recognized that there was a lot of business ladies in a group, and they
Yes,
were sharing, they giving out coupons, and they were sharing about their businesses, what they do. We have
yes.
received beautiful bouquets of flowers. I really enjoyed that. This was a really cool experience. And the food in that place that we were, I was gonna buy empanadas, and then I was so wrapped up in it, and I left, and I like, oh my God, my empanadas.
I
But I
know.
told my husband we have to go there and visit that place because I really
It's
like the food. I enjoy that.
a healthy food. I mean, she tries,
Yes.
I mean, pretty much everything that is in the menu is with an alternative option. No, not
Mhm.
carbs like yuca and cassava and stuff like that that are more like
Mhm.
flours with, less
Mhm.
carb. So yeah, that place is very nice. And the flower bar, yes. I mean, I think when I was creating this baby, the only thing I was sure is I was something that shows how your inner beauty is gonna be reflected on the inside too. So that's why we
Uh-huh.
put inside and then outside with a flower, with a bouquet of flowers.
Yes. And I have to add to it, and it ripples out. Not
Yes,
just in your life, but you are connected with so many beautiful women that I've met in your event, that it just goes out. And
yes.
I know there was a lot of happy faces there taking pictures, videos and stuff. So that was really, really beautiful. A very nice tribute to beauty and to feminine energy. So I really enjoyed it. Thank you for inviting me.
I am so glad that you came in.
Yeah, finally, right? I was gonna come
Yes.
for your intuitive dance,
Of
somatic
course.
dance, and I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting.
Yeah, I promise. I'm gonna do something with that too. Yeah, I promise
Okay.
there will be
I
some.
need to I need to do the hips, you know.
Yes,
La-
like reggaeton.
reggaeton, that's it. Let's not rust, all right?
No. Yeah,
Okay.
tips.
So, what would you tell to your viewers, to the women that may be struggling today with loving themselves? Um, do you have any tips?
Oh, of course. And actually, so, I feel so more than happy. Like,
Mm,
it's my pleasure to really share this with you because
mhm,
once I was like you, I was in
mm,
that position, right? And people, I know that probably this message not gonna help you to change because the change only came when you decided, right?
mhm,
But probably what I want is like to really tell you that yes, there is one day that you really look yourself into the mirror and you really love what you see and you're in gratitude on what you see. And pretty much you really you realize that you always has been beautiful.
mhm,
So that's something that I would like, the first thing that I would like and the second thing is like the more that you nurture yourself, like
mhm,
not only in about like putting creams and oils and stuff, is more like the more that you nurture yourself in a way that you start seeing your pros, because what we do always go and look or cons, right?
mhm,
So start looking your pros. What are you good for? What are your
mhm,
talents? What
mhm,
are that thing that you can do that anybody does?
mhm,
Anyone. Like probably you're a good cooker, probably you are good singing, probably you're a good dancer, probably you are good talking with people. So start to see and highlight that And the more that you highlight that, the more that you are putting into yourself, like nurturing the only relationship that can heal and change the other relationship, that is the one that you have with yourself. So that will be, and add also, I believe on the power of joy. So do more things that makes you feel joy. Like for example, for me, there is no day that I do not spend at least 5 minutes doing the face yoga and dancing. That is my drive.
There is a prescription from Dr. Bloom.
Exactly. That is. I mean, every 365 days of the year, I am doing it. Like literally, I am doing it. Like I do it. It doesn't matter the time. It doesn't matter where. I'm gonna dance and I'm gonna do my face yoga, even 5 minutes a day. So, and if for you, probably could be painting or taking a walk or doing something that you have been postponing. Like, so whatever it is, bring joy to your life, because if you start including that joy into your life, it's gonna be like the ripple effect. So it's gonna expand.
Absolutely. Yes.
Everything.
And then you bloom, right? And then you
And
love
you
the way you bloom.
Exactly. That is the bloom. But it's like, I mean, like everything in life, it sometimes you need to be constant. You need to be showing. And for a long time, I thought like I am not a disciplined lady, or I don't have this determination. But when I start doing this in the things that really matter for me, it's gonna discover, of course I am. And now I am committed with myself and with my relationship.
Because you love it. Because you love it.
I love
it. Everything comes into a play. Everything falls into right place when you do what you love to do. For myself, I want to add that starting with the decision to change and then love what you feel good about yourself, finding this one thing a day for the beginning that you love about yourself. And each day, add one more thing to it and love those things that you love about yourself. And with time, when you have enough strength to look at your shadows, I call them shadows.
Yes.
You love your shadows too. Why? Yes. Because from my own experience, I have to tell you that shadows are those parts of us that made us stronger. Yes. Those are the things, the trainers. Those are the trainers, the very strict and heavy trainers that teach us how to become the women that we are today. I've been masculine plenty of days in my life. And yes, I don't do everything. Obviously, you have to measure your strength. But as this self-love was unfolding also for me, I slowly learned to let go of those things that somebody else could do and were too heavy for me. Even I still try to do them, but I could have asked for help. So asking for help, allowing that help to come, receive that help with gratitude, and love yourself and be grateful for all the talents that you have. Yes.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, Dorota. Yeah, because you mentioned something important too.
Yeah.
That your shadows, like as you call it, is the feminine also is like soft and vulnerable, And when you are vulnerable and you really want to take that lap and look into the shadows, everything can change. Like you look into the mirror and right there, just into the mirror, you cannot look to any other side. Just in front of the mirror, you will see what is really going on. And when you notice that, is when you can change it.
Yes, your eyes are the mirror of your soul. It reflects everything that is going on inside. They can say if you are in pain, they can say if you are sad, if there is something going on in your head that you are thinking about. It's definitely, your face is like that book that tells people about you. It's very hard to hide, right?
It is. Like, let's do a quick exercise, like show that you are angry. your face is gonna show it. You
Yeah.
cannot hide that. And if you're
Yeah.
happy,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes, definitely. It's like that book about you.
it
Definitely.
is.
Well, thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate you coming and spending this time with me. Before we part our ways, I would like you to tell everyone how we can find you and your business. And when is the next event?
Thank you. So well, you can find me on Instagram as Bloom Holistic Beauty, like BLOOM, holistic and then beauty all together. Or also on TikTok, I am Steph dot Bloom Holistic as well. Then in both of my social media, you can find my website. And yeah, you will find a couple of videos that probably you can use and start your face yoga exercises. And my next event is September 27th. It's gonna be here in Katy.
Mhm.
And it's gonna be the name of that event is She Glows, because what we're gonna do is to glow you up. So you have a girls' night where you're gonna
Ah.
learn the curls, how to curl your hair,
Mhm.
and we're gonna do some face yoga exercise and face mask.
Okay, so when the boys are doing Pimp My Ride, we're gonna
Yes,
do glow
for
ourselves.
the girls. Yeah.
Yes.
That's what we're gonna do. And I'm so grateful for being here. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you, because we met and now we're here.
Yes, we I should have said that at the beginning. We
Yes.
met through a mutual friend
Yes.
and we exchange bar section, and that's what we did. Until I got to your event and I was like, "Ooh, I bloom."
Yes, you bloom. I love that. I really love that. Thank you. Thank you so much for inviting me and for everyone that is gonna be listening to us.